Georgia Farm Bureau's Policy Development Committee met recently at GFB headquarters in Macon. The Georgia Farm Bureau Policy Book is a list of all the issues the organization feels strongly about, as well as values the company represents. Monitor's Mark Wildman has more in this report.
Georgia Farm Bureau is a grassroots organization that spreads through every community in Georgia. In this room, representatives from all the communities in Georgia gather to hammer out the organization's policy. Just about any issue in agriculture is brought up in these policy sessions, and members of the committee take their role very seriously.
If we didn't stand down here and get these things done for the people of the United States, not just Georgia Farm Bureau, but the whole United States, then we're not getting anything accomplished.
Georgia Farm Bureau is an organization that represents Georgia farmers, and its policy book is what anyone can look at to tell what the organization believes.
You know, the farmers got a very strong organization, and I think we've got a lot of strong people in Washington, D.C. that stand behind us. I think it's a good sell, and I think we'll be able to get everything we need done this year.
Georgia Farm Bureau's first Vice President, Gerald Long, was one of GFB's leaders presiding over the policy meeting, and he believes this year's group did some very good work for the organization.
It's the roadmap for this organization, the leaders and the board of directors, the legislative department, to, as I said, the roadmap on what we're supposed to do, what we're supposed to represent in Washington and Atlanta in the legislative department is what that really boils down to.
One of the more discussed topics was ethanol. It is a hot-button issue in agriculture because grain producers favor it, but those that depend on corn for feed are hurt by the rising cost.
As you look at livestock producers are concerned about the feed cost, the grain producers enjoying the price of grain, but a lot of that this year had to do with the drought in the Midwest, what ran the price of the grain up. But you know, we have to remember as the price of any commodity moves up, it helps bring the other commodity prices up because of competition for acres planted and all. So, you know, it's something we've got to work through. If we could have a normal year in the United States next year, then I think things will work out on its own.
The work that was done in Macon will now be voted on by the full Georgia Farm Bureau delegation that meets on Jekyll Island at the organization's annual meeting in December.
This has started back into the summer, back on the county level, that we send in resolutions, the 20 different commodity committees that we meet in the summer, each summer. That's where the process begins, through the commodity committee recommendations, and then from the county level, as we all say, the grassroots of this organization, that's where it starts. So we had I think 350 resolutions sent in this year from the different counties throughout the state. So it's a very, very important process for this organization for it to be successful.
It's all in what we believe in, and Georgia Farm Bureau stands behind, you know, agriculture stronger than anybody else I know of. And we being with the American Farm Bureau Federation is the backbone of the United States.
Reporting for the Georgia Farm Monitor, I'm Mark Wildman.